Technologies change the concept of the world. Looking at technology, one of the things that readily comes to mind, yes, is what is technology? For the older people, we need to define it. But we have a category of people that is called the digital natives. You don't need to define technology to them because digital natives are actually people that were born or have grown up where digital technology is currently being used. So if you look at the millennials born from 1981 to 1986, we see them as digital natives. But looking at the teenagers with between the age of 13 and 19, we have what you call the quintessential digital natives. Quintessential based on the fact that they were born into the use of smartphone and social media. Unlike the millennials that grew up with it. Yes, computer was just coming out, gradually getting used, but currently we have people that were born into it. So some, you would say, even from their mother's womb, they already had, they knew what technology is all about. And the impact of technology, like life generally, has both the positive and the negative. I would like to throw some figures at us using US data population, for instance. US, because information is readily available, like from the climate of the world that we are in, a lot of things happen, but we don't have access to statistics and figure. So which is why I'm talking about the US for instance. So we know that the US is over 300 million people, and digital natives, the Generation Z, which is the quintessential digital natives, an average of 24-25%, according to US Bureau of US Census Bureau, are born into this age, which is around 69.1 million of the total population of the United States of America. So you can imagine 69.1% million people born into the use of computer. They've grown up with it. Even before they learn to say dada, they're already familiar with a smartphone. The challenge, of course, before we talk about the challenge, technology has made life easy. I'm in Nigeria. You just have you head to speak. In Canada, you hear in Bimbo in the UK, Tosin in Canada. It's a global village. You don't need to leave the comfort of your small cubicle in a corner of your room by your smartphone, and you know what's happening everywhere. You can readily get access to information at the fingertips. And with the AI generation, life now has been oversimplified. Just think about anything, and all you need to do is put it on Gemini, put it on Meta, Perplexity, and the likes of the AIs, and you get results. Positive side. But we also have the negative side of technology, talking about online bullying, online harassment, and this living the vibe according to Tosin Social. She was talking. The internet now comes to determine the mood, our mood every day. Whether you're happy, you're sad, you're angry, the internet plays a major factor in the life of the teenagers. So there's a research that was conducted in 2020 by Pew Research Center that says about 59% of Gen Zs, which are the quintessential digital natives, have experienced one form of online bullying. 45% of this age bracket have also experienced online harassment. 70% have experienced not just online harassment, but name calling, physical threats, sustained harassment. Royal Society for Public Health 2019 research says that 54% of Gen Zs have experienced depression or anxiety due to social media use. 45% of Gen Zs feel overwhelmed by social media. According to stopbullying.org, in the 2020 research that was carried out, says that 36% of Gen Zs have experienced cyberbullying. I'm just trying to make us see that social media now dictates the life of an average teenager. You have 15% of Gen Zs experiencing unwanted, explicit images or messages. 12% of these Gen Zs have met someone in person who they first met online. We're just talking about US statistics alone. We're not talking about Nigeria. I'll talk about, so we can explicit, project this across nations. And you will see that social media has come to stay. So if you have my scale on a scale, please, the next slide, you have a teenager and the middle, and you have two sides to the scale. On one side of the scale is the social media dominance. And if you notice, intentionally, the color is green because, yes, that is what we have control. That is where we do everything we do. But on the other scale, side of the scale, there must be some form of online safety. Where this is not in place, we begin to realize that a lot of things are happening. Sooner than you imagine, you hear a lot of people, especially the young people, the teenagers, committing suicide as a result of maybe a sexually explicit image was unintentionally shared with a friend that has gone viral, and that child can no longer, that teenager, that young person can no longer cope because everybody is calling him from school or calling her and making fun and jest of it. So there are online safety tips that must be adhered to. And just because of time, like our moderator, Bimbo, rightly said, that these are issues that we have to take one after the other. But there are some basic safety tips I just want to talk about as I begin to round up on this program. Number one is that as a teenager, you must regularly disconnect from technology to maintain mental and physical well-being. I have two boys between the age of 12, 13 and 10. They came back from school because they are both in boarding school, and I had to go get some other outdoor sporting activities. I got a gym bag, a gym set. I got the tennis outdoor. I just need them to go outside the house because you could literally have them stay on the PS for a whole day, playing games, Fortnite, the likes, across with people from Israel, US, and all. And what happened at some point, especially when they are losing, when you're playing FIFA and the opponent is winning you, they begin to feel moody. So one of the main tips I would recommend on this platform is, guys, girls, please learn to disconnect from technology. Don't spend all your time all day. Inform a trusted adult. If somebody is trying to harass you online, somebody is trying to bully you, always speak out, stand out, talk to somebody. Don't bottle it all in. I read about an article of a young, I think about 13 years old, that sent a nude picture to a friend, and then it went viral, and she was afraid what the mom or dad was going to do to her. And after like 2 weeks, decided to commit suicide. And I was like, wow, somebody must have noticed some withdrawal symptoms. So please, if anyone is trying to harass you online, I beg you, reach out. And that's what this community, the Teens Factor, is all about. You can send a private chat, send a private DM. Somebody will be there to quickly respond to you, call out to ensure that you're okay. Adjust your social media settings. I love what YouTube is doing. I have my sons, because they are not yet 13, they can't live stream certain things. They want to play their Fortnite and live stream to the whole world, but YouTube will not allow it. So you must protect your environment. Having online safety settings is like having a key to the door of your room. As you see the teenagers write, stay out, mom, stay out, dad. Also, you can have a stay out on your online settings so that it is only your friends that can see, not just the whole world. You must be aware of online risk. Fraud has been the problem with fraud is that because these teenagers don't even have a credit card, a debit card, sometimes they are connected to their parents' banking financial information, and they want to pay for an app, pay for a game, pay for something. By so doing, exposing the financial information of their parents or guardian. This can create unprecedented impact. I love a film that was acted by Jason Statham recently, The Bees. I told my boys we had to watch it like 2 or 3 times, and I tell them, guys, you have to be careful. Yes, my credit card is on the PS, my credit card is on the YouTube payment, is on the iPhone, but please don't just expose my payment details online because somebody can withdraw all my life earnings. Have passwords. Change your passwords from time to time. Don't give your passwords to your friends. Keep personal information private. Avoid suspicious links and downloads. This is the number one effect that online has. So we call them phishing. Sometimes they send you a link that you want something. And I ask you, excuse me, did you apply for something that you want? And somebody sends you a link and says, get $10 free, get $20 free. Just click and share and get $50, 50 pounds, 50 euros free. There is no such thing as free lunch, guys. There is nothing free online. For any free link that is telling you to click, there are spywares. These are technical jargons I don't want to get into. But what they do is they monitor your activities and your information can be in the whole wide world. So once again, my name is Julius Macaulay. I hope subsequent series, we're going to talk more about online technology and safety tips and how you can, as a teenager, stay healthy, stay sharp.